Back a student, you must have found this clipping very interesting. And this is very common. You must have seen in so many other movies also, like you saw just here. Okay, tell me, what do you say? You agree with Govinda? You think that there is no need of having such type of board meeting before taking any major decision of the business? We should not plan. We should not ask for the advisor. We should not take advice from the expert people, or we should not plan. What do you think? Or in some of the advertisements also, you must have seen that how the executives, the CEO, the businessman, they draw plans and make powerful presentation in boardrooms. Like here, the Govinda and this Katrina Kaif scene you have seen. Now the question is, do these plans actually work? Or does it improve efficiency of the organization, of the business, of the people who are planning? And then there is a question that why we should plan. You know, is there any benefit of this? Is there any importance of this? So, after all, why we should plan? So, these are numerous questions to which we should like to find the solutions. And planning is certainly important as it tells us where to go. It provides direction and reduces the risk of uncertainty by preparing forecast. So you can plan, you can forecast that what will happen in future, and accordingly you can take the decision. So that I will say that these are some of the importance of planning. Now the major benefits of the planning we will discuss point wise. So the first point is it provides direction. Like when we say that planning provides direction, and then second, it reduces the risk of uncertainty. Then it reduces overlapping and wasteful activities, establishes the standards for controlling. It will help in controlling, how we will discuss it later on. Then it helps in making the decision. Then it obviously promotes the innovative ideas also. So all those things we are going to discuss one by one. The first point, it says that planning provides direction. You must read this line, which has been given by the H. Stanley Jude. A good plan is like a roadmap. It shows the final destination and usually the best way to get there. So, by this line, also, we can understand that planning provides direction. So what happens actually in the process of the planning, the objective of the organizations are well defined in the very simple and clear words, isn't it? So the obvious outcome of this is that all the employees, all the people who are involved in the organization, they have a very clear cut direction, and they all know that their efforts are focused towards a particular objective which you have to achieve. So in this way, planning has an important role in the attainment of the objective of the organization. So what you need to remember here, a, the goals or objectives are clearly stated, and when the goals are well defined, employees are clear about the organizational goal, what they have to do. They are having very clear cut directions, and then the departments as well as the individual, both of the organizations are able to work in a coordinated way. So their efforts, their work would be in coordination. Getting it? See, if I say that suppose someone is not planning, then what would happen? The employees would be working in different directions, and the organization won't be able to achieve that goal which they have desired for. So that's why we can say that planning is very important as it provides directions. Now the second point says that it reduces the risk of uncertainty. Huh? What does it mean? See, planning is always done for future, you know it, isn't it? And the future is what? Uncertain. Like, were you knowing it previously that this kind of pandemic will happen? This is uncertain. This was not certain. No one was knowing about it. So future is uncertain. But with the help of planning, we can do one thing, that the possible changes in future, which we can anticipate, and various activities are planned in the best possible way considering that changes. So in this way we can say that the risk of future uncertainties can be minimized by planning. So planning is the activity which enables a manager to look ahead, and we can anticipate the changes, that these are the possibilities which may happen. There is a possibility that we may suffer the loss also. So in the situation of loss, what a manager should plan about? Huh? So by deciding in advance the tasks which we need to perform, we can decide about it. So planning shows the way to deal with changes and uncertain events. Getting it? And here you must remember one thing, that the changes or the events, these cannot be eliminated. You cannot remove it. But obviously, it can be anticipated, it can be expected, and accordingly, we can have a plan to cope up with those anticipated changes or those events. Getting it? So, planning actually reduces the risk of uncertainty. Uncertainty will remain always there. You cannot say that this is certain, this will happen in future. No, you cannot say it, but you can obviously reduce with a proper planning. Got it? The third one is says that planning reduces the overlapping and wasteful activities. Now let us understand this. See, when you are planning, when you manager is planning, then what happens? The future activities are planned in order to achieve the objective. You agree with me? Then what will happen, that the problem of when, where, what, and why are almost decided. So this will put to the end to the disorder and the kiosk in the organization. So what will happen in such a situation? Coordination is established among different activities and the other departments also. So it puts an end to overlapping and wasteful activities, as it avoids confusion and misunderstanding, and it ensures the clarity in thought and action. These are the words which you should remember. And then all the useless and redundant activities are minimized and eliminated. Okay, here you are seeing this new word, redundant. Redundant means you must have heard this word in the principle superfluous. So superfluous can be said as redundant, or you can say that which are no longer needed, which is not useful. That is known as redundant. So all such type of activities may be minimized. And then it is very easy to detect the where we are not efficient. If someone is not performing with efficiency, you can locate it, and then you can take the corrective measures also to avoid in future. So that is the importance of planning, that it reduces the overlapping and wasteful. Next says that planning promotes innovative ideas. See what happens when you plan. It's very clear that planning will select the best alternative out of the many available. So all these alternatives do not come to the manager on their own, but they have to be discovered. So while making such an effort of discovery, many new ideas will come up. When you plan, then you will think about all the aspects. So the new ideas naturally will come. And in the process of the planning, a very intensive study is takes place. So in order to determine the best out of them, and in this way, planning imparts a real power of thinking in the managers. So it will naturally lead to the birth of innovative and creative. So these words you will remember, that, and it will guide all future actions also, leading towards the growth and prosperity. So this is another importance of planning, that it promotes innovative and new ideas. Next is that planning facilitate decision making. See, for decision making, you should have a sharp intellect, correct? And you have the sharp intellect, but how it will help a manager to make the decision? Decision making means what? The process of taking decision. So under it, a variety of alternatives are discovered and the best alternative is selected or chosen. The planning sets the target for decision making. It also lays down the criteria for evaluating courses of action. So in this way, planning facilitate decision making. So what you need to remember in this, that planning involves setting targets and predicting future conditions, so it helps in taking the rational decision. So whatever you are deciding, if it is properly planned, then it is not based on wish, based on willingness, but it is supported by facts, logics, the data which you have collected. On that basis you will decide something, so it helps in making decision. When you have a list of choices, out of the choices, it is easy to select the best one. So it helps in decision making. Important last benefit or the importance of the planning is what? That you say that planning establishes standards for controlling. Function of management, you have studied that controlling is one of the function. So how it helps in controlling means the planning helps in controlling. This is what we need to say here or state here. As we know that the planning involves setting of goal. So the entire managerial process is concerned with accomplishing the predetermined goals through planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. This much you know. So what happens by determining the objective of the organization through planning, all the people working in the organization and all the departments are informed about when, what, and how to do things. You agree with me? Then standards are laid down about their work, time, and cost, etc. So, under controlling, at the time of completing the work, the actual work is compared with the standard work, and if there is deviation, if there is any difference between the standard and the actual, then, or if you can say that if the work is not completed, work has not been performed, then then the person concerned may be held responsible. So what you need to remember here, that planning gives you standard. You agree with me? And then the actual performance is measured. For example, you have planned that we need to produce 300 units, correct? Now even you compare it with the actual performance, you found that 250 units only could be produced. So there is a deviation of 50 units. Now this 50 units to be checked, that why this 50 units could not be produced. So now what what manager is supposed to do? So we can say that how did you come to know about this? If there was no planning, if there was no standard, would you be able to control? The answer is always no. So planning is the prerequisite of controlling. So this also you can remember, that planning is a prerequisite for controlling. So it actually establishes the standard for controlling. So if you want to do controlling, planning is necessary. In this way you can come up with the conclusion. So planning helps in controlling. Correct? Thank you, students.